Good morning, sleepyheads.
Alright, on the road. We got a little rain now. And I don't record every single day. Like I record different things or whatever. So we actually were back in Virginia. And we are on our way to, that'll be a surprise. How about that? But, let's see how the day goes. Fun fact, yesterday, around this time, I would have been recording. But on Sunday, I had to, talk to somebody who had attitude because they came in on the wrong way at a truck stop. And he was trying to leave out. And they had attitude with him. And he was calmly talking to them and stuff. But I was nervous because the way Mr. Sunday got the vehicle, I thought we was going to have problems. So I had the window down and everything. I was like, this would have been a perfect time to record. But I forgot. I wasn't thinking at the time, but how you feel about that?
You got some dumb people.
But you handled it very good.
Some dumb people.
Very well.
I understand people make mistakes. I make them all the time. Don't. I make them all the time, but I don't get mad if I made that mistake and somebody like that individual did yesterday.
Another thing too, I think he was worried about like Mr. Sunday blowing up on him and stuff and being like, why would you do that? And he didn't, but he was already on the defense, so that's why I think that's why it really escalated the way it did. But it is what it is. It looks like a big air balloon. I'm pretty sure it's the reason why it looks like a big air balloon. But fun fact, Virginia is supposed to be the state with the most personalized license plates. So we have any daylight before we get out of here. I'll try to, see if I can find some or something like that. But then again, I want to kind of keep people's privacy and stuff, so I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Let's see what happens next. Alright, so this part of the video is about what to do. Do not flash your lights. See what he just did? See, the difference is on like these diesels and stuff, they have a certain light that does that, which is, what's it called?
I don't know what it's called.
But what
it's just a little button that cancels our headlights.
So what could like a person that's driving like a regular vehicle do?
Turn your headlights off, on and off real quickly, or just for a short period of time, not long, but 2 seconds, turn it off, turn it right back on, they'll know what you're talking about. Because
if you flash your lights at night, it can partially, just blind them for a second or two, and you really don't want that to happen. So this is something I've learned since I've been in the truck with him. Because, hold on, he's braking because these mountains, or hills, or whatever you want to call them. That's so he doesn't speed. But yeah, so this is something I've learned since I've been on the road with him, because you don't want to blind him. And I'm pretty sure I've done this at night, thinking that I'm helping, which I'm still helping, but it's just, you don't want to, it's kind of annoying. It's like, I'd rather just look for myself at that point. So at night it's more of a problem, but if you just practice like during the day, turn your headlights on and off too, then it'll help them out. So
yep, that's pretty much it. And when they flash their marker lights at you, that means they're saying thank you, because it does help us judge where that trailer's at with your car.
Yeah, I
don't want to hit you.
I don't see how they can see like their trailer, especially like in their right mirror and the passenger side mirror, but they can. And like I know that it's pretty much better for them to look at it than for us to purchase in the passenger side, but I still try to help. But I wanted to point that out too, so we're gonna learn together, okay? Okay, this is supposed to be a rest area, but as you can tell, like, this is the outside part, and I started recording late, so it keeps going on for a little bit. it's a lot of truck drivers because I mean we need a bigger way or a more efficient way to deliver all this food and any other products that manufacturers make. But the thing is that it's steadily having more people coming to this world. It's steadily having more food and everything else getting made. So as you can tell, like if you pick up a newspaper or you always see ads talking about how we need CDL drivers and all that, which we do. We need a lot of Class A and all that CDL drivers. So the thing is that that's another reason that I learned that like Pilot and Loves and all those the big truck stops are making more truck stops, because as you can see, not only just for money wise, because you know the truckers and all that especially help with the business, but not only with that, but because I mean where's the parking, you know? And a lot of these places that we've been stopping at have huge, like hundreds of trucks can park there easily, whether they do it what's the other way you call it when it's not the correct way of parking? Creative parking or whatever. So where, okay, it's not a parking spot per se, but I'm gonna make it a parking spot to try not to get, you know, penalized. And like he said, at night, they kind of help them out. Like the police don't really, you know, get on to them. And then just like then, I mean, I've been seeing that since I've been in the truck with him, especially. Like even worse, because we have to park at truck stops. And so the thing is that not every company / trucker can time when they can park. So it's not always their fault, because they had to listen to their dispatcher, listen to whoever. They can't just park at any point in time. And the thing is, it's a lot of people parking when we park. When we try to park early. And it fills up really fast. Like before nightfall. Before the lights come on, before nightfall. Like a lot of times the truck stops be full. And it's got people doing all kinds of creative parking before then. And you're just hoping that when you show up that somebody's leaving. So
around 4 to 6, the truck stops will start getting full in most areas. Your rest areas, you got a little bit more room. It's around 7 or 8 sometimes on the rest areas. It'll be full. Again, that's also in different places also. Like if it's a place that people don't really know about, it's always going to be parking.
But once they know.
Yeah, once enough people know.
Like we was at a truck stop getting like something to drink or whatever inside, and a woman called, and I guess she had it on speakerphone, but we was able to hear very clearly. But a woman called asking about reserved parking, because a lot of these truck stops, they even have reserved parking that get filled up, and you have to pay for that. So they were like, no, we don't have it here. And she's like, what do you mean you don't have it here? And she was getting mad. And it was like, you can't really get mad as a worker. I mean, they didn't make the truck stops. They didn't make the parking spaces. But I can understand her frustration too, because of the fact that I need a place to park. And I probably called like 3-4 places already. And a lot of these truck stops are like back to back to back. See, what we passed by was a rest area. But it can be like 2 pilots like a few miles apart, if that. And then it could be a Love's right across the street or connected to it, and all that's full. So I really feel for these truckers and stuff, because they're trying to make an honest living and stuff, but they also have to worry about fines and tickets and all this other, you know, when with other jobs you don't really have to worry about too much of that. I ain't gonna say all jobs, but a lot of jobs we don't have to worry about that. We can go in, clock out, and go on. We still have other things to worry about and other challenges, but when it comes to this, it's really rough. So I'm seeing another side of it, and I just want to share that with y'all so we can learn together. Alright, so there's something else I want to share with you. And by the way, we're watching Mr. Ballen on YouTube, MrBallen. I want to make sure I put that on the screen. And he has pretty interesting videos. Like if you want to like listen about like true stories that happen or whatever. Sometimes he does like little fake ones like around Halloween, but I found him from like being on TikTok and stuff. You never know what you'll find on TikTok. So what we're doing right now is going to the weigh station. His little thing right here, whatever you want to call it, beeps. And when it beeps and it does like the red, you said red, right? Red light, that means that they want you to come in. But see, he has an arrow. Oh, you can't really see it that good. On the left is a green arrow, on the right is an X. It lit up the green arrow, meaning go ahead and pass through. Now if they would have did the red, it would have been the pulled in on the right side. And he has the green light all the way through. That's DOT, and they have the option to inspect your load and everything else to make sure you're not too heavy, whatever the case may be with that. Sometimes you see people park over here too, especially when they're closed. But since they're open, they're not trying to park over there, and they don't want to get inspected. So, but what else would you say about that?
Just a way for the state to get more money.
You know, it's always got a loophole, right? but yeah, that's something else I learned. Like, usually he'll get a green light or whatever, no extra beeping or nothing like that. It means, okay, you're good to go. Don't even worry about stopping. But this is the second time I've been with him, and they actually said come in, but they didn't go through the whole, you know, thing. They said, okay, green light, go ahead and keep going. One other time though, they did weigh him, and they told me he can go. So they didn't have to do a full-blown inspection or nothing. Just want to share that with y'all too. Okay, so bathroom break and such. I came back to the, you know, truck all confused and stuff because he said I thought you was messing with me. So we're gonna find out together what he thought I was messing with him about.
Okay, you are effing with me. No, I was cleaning my windshield and the wiper came on. So I thought you came in the truck and while I was doing it.
No, I ain't touching nothing over there. I probably couldn't even find the wipers on anything.
So leave my wipers alone.
I didn't even get out on that side. But anyway, so that's what you thought I was messing with you about? So when did you realize it wasn't me?
When you open up that door.
We took a nap. So we are currently in Tennessee again. So I don't record every single day, and what happened was, like when I had did those different organization things, like when we got groceries, and then like the trucker, like what's it called? The truck tour. Those were on days that we were traveling again and everything else. So now we are back in Tennessee. Shout out once again to Tennessee Couponer, because we've been trying to do something, but we're trying to do it to work like safely and everything. Look how pretty this is, y'all. The water and the mountains. So healthy and pretty. And this is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. How pretty though. Clouds look like it might rain, but it ain't really raining too much today. Alright, y'all, so welcome to Georgia. Like a glove. My favorite part. Close yet so far away. You see what I see? Yep. Hey. Okay, so we curtained up. We parked here in Georgia after we got to like a good truck stop, which is Pilot, of course. And curtaining up is when we take the curtains, and some people don't have these. Some people don't have these. They'll just have like the little what are those things called for the cars? Like little tinfoil, the shades. Some of them just have a shade or whatever, and then they'll just close up their back part. Ouch, hit my head again. Close up their back part like this, the Velcro things. Because some people just don't even care about curtain. I like doing the whole thing, and he does too. Just curtain up the whole front and then do the back. No, what?
I don't like that curtain.
Well, you don't like that one, but I like both of them. Extra security.
I like this one. I like that.
Huh. Well, I shouldn't like it either because it catches my hair. I'll start off with good hair. They can come out looking frizzy. But anyway, that's what curtaining up is. So what we're gonna do is get something to eat right now, like out of our fridge, and then later on, well, I'm gonna have it cooked before later on, but I'm gonna cook something. So see you in a little bit. It's our Sunday. Well, act right, and we're supposed to be trying to exercise.
25.
25 what? Look, look. We need to stretch and stuff first.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's stretch. Yeah.
I'm tired.
I had to wash
First day
this.
back working out, we did pretty good though. Now she over here talking about I got a shower.
Yes.
We doing this by the trucker law.
You gonna make up crap again? We gotta go shower, y'all. He send that one on. Okay.
What's up, gang?
So it's time to cook. It's actually raining outside. Okay, so I got my little burner going and stuff. Boiling me some water for these taters. Which I mean, I usually don't cook like with these kind, but there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I know family members that use it, and that's how I learned anything about it. I thought this was sorcery at first. Like, how in the world you add water to this and then it becomes potatoes? But it's supposed to actually be still potatoes. It's just like in flake form. So that's gonna be a first for me. But I guess I'll kind of try to walk through the process of everything. Alright, so this is gonna be the potatoes. Then I'm gonna do the other ingredients. Already got corn doing its thing. So ground meat's about through, and then I'm gonna drain it. What's funny is I forgot about like a colander and stuff, which is all good because I'm gonna use this, which I poked holes in, and use something else to catch it up for us, and then dispose of it properly. But get all that grease off of it, and then we're pretty much in our final steps of this meal. So I'm just gonna let this heat for a little bit more because I did add cheese and stuff. So it's pretty much the end result, which it usually looks better than this, but when it comes to like spread and stuff, I didn't have my same stuff I usually would use, but it's layered. So I got some mashed potatoes at the bottom, I got some cheese and meat, corn, and then some more mashed potatoes. So the meat layer is gonna be pretty thick, but I think I had like a couple more slices of cheese in between that. But it's pretty much like you can say like a shepherd's pie or whatever. But it's gonna be the truck driver edition of shepherd's pie. And here's my little thing, and it worked really good. And what I did was I used the bag that the plates came in, well the bowls came in, and a napkin just in case, and it didn't drip or anything. Didn't drip through. The only thing you see like right here and here is from me touching the side of it and it going that way. But I could pretty much reuse the bottom part of it, but I'm gonna see. I might just go ahead and throw the whole thing away. And the quicker this cools off and everything, the quicker I can dispose of it without worrying about grease and everything. Taking the plastic off, I remembered how I did it now. That bowl is untouched. So I used the one-time use strainer, no drips and stuff going on. I can touch things with it, no drips, and then bam, a bowl that's not even used. So of course we're gonna use that bowl.